John Smith was no ordinary man. He was different, special. John had a gift. He was a psychic. From a young age, John could hear thoughts. He saw visions of the future. This ability, this gift, set him apart. It also made him a target. John lived a quiet life, trying to blend in. He feared his abilities would be misused. He kept them hidden, but his secret would not stay buried forever. The world was changing. Technology was advancing at an alarming rate, and someone, somewhere, had their eye on John. A shadowy corporation known as Omnicorp was developing a revolutionary new technology. They called it the Cerebro Scanner. This device could read minds. It could record thoughts, memories, and even dreams. The possibilities were endless and terrifying. Omnicorp saw the potential in John's abilities. They saw a gold mine, a way to exploit his gift for their own gain. They wanted to use John as a human guinea pig to perfect their Cerebro Scanner, to unlock the secrets of the human mind. One day, John's world came crashing down. Omnicorp agents seized him. They dragged him to a secret facility. He was strapped to a cold metal table. The Cerebro Scanner descended. It clamped onto his head. The invasion had begun. John felt violated. His thoughts, his memories, his very essence laid bare. He was bombarded with images, sounds, a cacophony of data. The pain was unbearable. He screamed. He begged them to stop. But his pleas fell on deaf ears. He was a prisoner in his own mind. Word spread about John's plight. Outrage erupted across the globe. Privacy advocates rallied to his defense. A legal team took on his case. They were determined to fight Omnicorp, to bring them to justice. The stage was set for the trial of the century. The courtroom was a battleground. Lawyers argued fiercely. Evidence was presented. John's anguished testimony shook the world. He spoke of the invasion, the violation, the pain. He spoke of the sanctity of the human mind, the need for privacy, the need for protection. The world held its breath. The trial captivated millions. People debated the ethics of technology, the limits of progress. Governments watched with keen interest. The implications were vast. This case would set a precedent. Could corporations control the human mind? Could technology strip away our privacy? The questions were stark, the answers uncertain. But one thing was clear: the world was at a crossroads. The jury reached a verdict: guilty. Omnicorp was found guilty of violating John's privacy, of inflicting emotional distress, and of illegal experimentation. The penalties were severe. Heavy fines were imposed, and executives faced jail time. The Cerebro Scanner was banned. The message was clear: the human mind was off limits. Privacy was a fundamental right, a right worth protecting at all costs. John was free. He had faced down a corporate giant. He had fought for his rights and won, but his ordeal had changed him. He was no longer content to hide. He had a purpose. John knew he had a responsibility to protect others like him, to ensure that what happened to him never happened again. He would use his abilities, his voice, his platform. He would fight for a better future. The world listened. Governments took action. New laws were passed and international treaties signed. A global task force was created. The goal: to regulate emerging technologies, to safeguard human privacy, to prevent another John Smith scenario. John became a symbol of hope, of resistance. He had shown the world that even in the face of overwhelming power, one person could make a difference. He became a beacon of change. John's ordeal had ignited a global movement. People were more aware, more vigilant. The balance of power was shifting. The era of unchecked technological advancement was over. The future belonged to those who understood the true value of privacy, the true value of the human mind. John, once a victim, now stood as a guardian, a champion for the mind. He had faced his demons, stared into the abyss, and emerged victorious.